Jesus Christ, Star Wars again? When will I learn? So anyway, they got this cool mode tucked away in under a maze of menus where you can play as all the superpowered characters, eh? That's pretty cool. Look at all these guys. You can play as that hot piece of ass Darth Maul. What? So anyway, functionally this is pretty much the same as any other Battlefront 2 campaign, just kill all the guys. Except there are slight differences, namely you can jump 50 feet in the air. You know, in elementary school I knew a kid who could jump 50 feet in the air. That's the second time on this channel I've mentioned that. It was amazing, I tell you. It's a hell of a thing to witness. So yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do more to promote this mode. You know, this is just such a cool thing. I mean, why didn't they put this back on the back of the box, you know? Why did they try to hide it from us? You think marketing would have been all over it. Play as Darth Vader and Kai-Adi-Moundy and that blue tentacle-haired lady. Yeah, all the greats are here. Dearie. So, speaking of Star Wars, have you seen Mark Hamill is doing DoorDash commercials now? His career has certainly had some interesting ups and downs. He was Luke Skywalker and then the Joker, and now he's doing commercials for some food delivery service. Tonight I'm having a roast beef sandwich. No tomato. And then the camera pans over and Patrick Stewart's in the commercial also. And he says, tonight I'm having sex with Yoda. That's approximately what he says. Yeah, DoorDash commercials. They got Mark Hamill in them now. I don't know if Mark Hamill's low on money or if DoorDash is high on money. Either way, it's just an unusual occurrence. Yep. Did you see that cool floaty trick Darth Vader did a second ago there? They did a good job of making sure these characters are fun to control. This game was just a home run. All these things they didn't have to put in the game, but they did. And that's why it sold so well. Kudos to you, yet again, Battlefront 2 developers. So, did you guys ever see that pilot that was almost on Adult Swim? It was going to be about Star Wars fanboys. It was called Welcome to Eltingville. I might be butchering that, but something like that. Anyway, kind of seemed like an interesting premise. The pilot episode was that three nerds were arguing over whether or not Boba Fett died in the movie or if he survived. And so they went on like a journey to like meet the actor or go someplace where they would find the answer to the question. And they ended up destroying some kind of like priceless Boba Fett statue, and the conclusion was, well, if Boba Fett wasn't dead before, he is now. Or something like that. I'm sure I'm butchering the story, but something like that. Anyway, I think the Adult Swim should have picked up that pilot. You know, nerd humor. Would have been like the Big Bang Theory, except not terrible and shitty. Would have been made by actual nerds who understand the source material. Welcome to Eltingville really could have been something. If only those jagoffs at Adult Swim had picked it up. In 2002, I guess perhaps it was just a bit ahead of its time. Well, maybe not, because it would have coincided with the Star Wars prequels that were coming out at the time. They could have done a cross-promotional deal. Could have been a big thing. Jeez. Nothing cool ever happens in life. As the Redditors would say, r/nothing ever happens. That's a real subreddit, by the way. A real subreddit, by the way. So Welcome to Eltingville actually did get a DVD release on that one package they made. It was called Adult Swim in a Box. It was just like a random sampling of several Adult Swim pilots and a few random episodes just together in a DVD box set that came out in 2009. Yeah, these machines heal you, but it's too slow for it to actually mean anything. It's completely and utterly useless. Once I was playing Battlefront 2 online with some Discord buddies, and I was secretly going around smashing all the health machines without telling anybody, and eventually somebody discovered it, and it's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Is the game like bugged or something? Why is every single health machine in the game smashed? As Doug Walker would say, I don't get it. Star Wars trolling. We do a little trolling. Well, I guess Anakin Skywalker wasn't the right choice for us. Edgelords do not belong in Star Wars. Not if I got anything to say about it. So here's Jango Fett, by the way. He's cool. He's got rockets and a jetpack and blasters and a cool helmet. Yeah, that is kind of pointless to say, but yeah. You know, they made a Jango Fett solo game for the GameCube and the PS2. He had his very own 3D platformer of sorts. Ain't that cool? Oh dear. Get onto the bus. That's gonna take you back to Beelzebub. I'm gonna sneeze. Fuck. My flimsy sinuses are gonna ruin this Let's Play. Everything I'm saying is being permanently recorded into the archives of YouTube, and it's all being ruined by being in this state of having to sneeze but also not having to sneeze at the same time. As Comic Book Guy would say, worst Let's Play ever. How does Comic Book Guy feel about the prequels? Did The Simpsons ever do an episode about that? About the Star Wars prequels? I mean, that would have lined up timeline-wise with when The Simpsons got really crappy and they ran out of ideas, so I bet you at some point, just to fill out their 22 episode per season quota, they had an episode about the Star Wars prequels. They totally did that, I know they did. Anyway, what side was the Comic Book Guy on? Was he such an unwavering Star Wars fan that he pretended to like them? Or did he hate them like everybody else, as that was trendy to do at the time? Who knows? And more importantly, who cares, eh? Doesn't matter at all. Or what about the crappy J.J. Abrams Star Wars movies? Have The Simpsons done a cross-promotional deal with that? I'm pretty sure they have, now that they're both owned by Disney. Speaking of things owned by Disney, we can't have Family Guy on Adult Swim anymore, 'cause that damn mouse just ruined everything. Disney will slowly take away everything cool in life, and there's nothing you can do about it. Family Guy and Adult Swim were a perfect match. 18 years and 19,000 airings, and now it all comes to an end, just so some fat ass at Disney can fill his pockets. It's the breaking up of a beautiful relationship. We've known each other for so long. TV in general is just so terrible, and it just gets worse. Things just get taken away day after day after day. Who in the hell is still watching cable TV? But anyway, one more episode of Battlefront 2, and then we'll do something else.
Shut your fucking mouth! No problem, John. Shut the fuck up, you cunt! Shut it!